Okay, we are live. How are you guys? Hope you're doing well and you had a great Monday so far. I know I had a crazy Monday, but let me get our Instagram friends on board as well. So give me 1 second and let's wait for those who are still not here. But hey, we're back on Instagram, so we're good. I was just saying that I had a crazy Monday, but I hope you guys had a great day so far. It's kind of interesting, this whole phase 2, phase 3, juggling between everything. And I just heard from Israel. My family told me that things are not looking good. And they're unfortunately going to face another shutdown soon. So hopefully that's not going to be the case here. But in the meantime, I wanted to do this live, talking about a very interesting topic that everybody can relate to, and I think that is a very important topic, is in how to make our dreams come true. It's a big topic. There's definitely a lot to talk about, and I'll try to make it as on point and concrete, but definitely feel free to grab a drink, grab yourself a piece of paper with pen, or just write down your notes or whatever you feel more comfortable. And we're going to have a heck of a session today. So I hope you guys are ready. But before we do, make sure also that you are commenting from where you guys are watching me, and all those good stuff. I was actually just practicing a song in Hebrew that I really, really, really love, called I forgot. It's called Alev Sheli, which means my heart. And I really relate to this song today. I don't know what it is, maybe because of everything that is going on. I just thought it was a good song. But we're gonna start today. So how we make our dreams come true. And when I asked you guys, what is your dreams? A lot of you wrote something along the lines of having a lot of money, being famous, and having a lot of people know me for something, some sort of recognition, which is great, right? I remember when people asked me when I was a little girl, all I wanted to be is famous. But we're going to talk about it a little bit on the deeper side. Also the practical, but also in the mindset, spiritual aspect of it, because it's definitely very, very important, okay? So first of all, write down in the comments right now, what is your dream? And this is actually the first step. What is your dream? Just write it down. Don't be scared of it. Don't judge it. Don't overthink it. Just write it down. And what I like to do is to allow myself, let's say 5-10 minutes, how long I feel I need, and just write it down and scripting and writing and writing and writing and writing everything about it. Meaning being so detailed about how I feel, what I do day to day, where I'm doing it, how I'm doing it, why I'm doing it, all those questions that are very important, okay? And really be specific of what it is you want to accomplish, because saying I just want to be famous, it's not specific enough. You have to go in a little bit more precise and detailed description of how does that look like on the daily basis, right? So what time are you waking up? Are you working for somebody? Are you working just for yourself? What kind of clients you have? Who you're helping? How you're helping them? What is that you do, okay? And if you like me, multi-passionate person, you can probably relate to the fact that it's hard to choose sometimes. But I want you to choose only one thing for this session, because when you have a lot of things, when you are having a lot of things kind of in your mind, it's overwhelming. Just focus on one thing and write it down. And again, don't judge yourself. Don't overthink it. Just write it down. And as I said, 5 minutes, writing and scripting, saying everything about that dream, of that vision of who you want to be. How does that look like? Where are you doing it? And all this good stuff. So this is actually the first step, writing it down, declaring it, saying it to the world out loud. This is the number one thing. And I want to give a quick shout out to Justin. And Dwayne is here, and Herut, I think Herut Ashkenazi. Okay. And Marcelo, oh my God, this is going to be a party today. I love it. I love it. I love it. So thank you so much for joining me. And let other people know that we're here so we can have more people joining us today. So as I said, this was the first step, just writing it down, write your dream. So the second step, after you wrote down and you really went to the nitty-gritty and the details of what exactly you want to do, you have to ask yourself the questions. What it takes in terms of characteristic, in terms of qualities, in terms of any certificate you need or degree. What is that you need in order to do that particular job? What exactly you need to do? So a lot of people, right now, education is not the most important thing. Sometimes it's just experience or knowing somebody. So really go and do the research and ask yourself what it really takes for whatever person you see that actually has that dream and lives that dream, what they did. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Everything is out there in Google. You can always ask. You can always find somebody that knows somebody that has these answers. So really figure out what it takes. Not just, bunch of degrees, but what kind of characteristic, what kind of values, what kind of person you need to be in order to be that version of yourself, right? And you might find that you have a lot of it already. And sometimes you're going to find that you do need to have a certain degree. If it's being a lawyer, you have to have a degree. You just cannot. If you want to be a doctor, you just have to have a degree. But a lot of times right now, as we speak, things are changing. Things are shifting. The entrepreneur world is completely developing. And even as artists, I'm saying, you don't need a middle person. You don't need the gatekeeper to tell you, yes, you can be a performer, or yes, I'm signing on that contract and I'm going to be able to distribute you. No, you don't need that. You can do all those things by yourself. Of course, you need to learn how to market yourself. You need to learn who are the people, who are the key people for you to know in order to be placed in those places. So there's a lot of research going on there. But the information is definitely there. So after you ask yourself the question of what exactly I need to have or acquire in order to do it, and you ask yourself also, if I already have some of it, ask yourself, what is it I need to do and how long it's going to take me to acquire or do, and how much money it's going to cost me, right? It all comes down to money and time. And, you want to be fair with yourself and be realistic, and understand that it's a process and there's definitely sacrifices going to be made, but it's better slow and steady than nothing at all. And coming when you're 80 years old and looking back to your life and saying, you know what, 30 sounded late then, but now I'm kind of thinking, oh my God, it's just so early and so young. And I wish I was doing that and going for that degree, even though I did my master's in something completely separate and different. It doesn't matter. It's never too late. And that's something that I always believe in, because all we have is now. This is the time we have is only right now. Okay. So the first step we set, if you want to say it in the comments, I would love to share your dreams. So write down your dream in details and go to really the nitty-gritty of how it looks and how it feels and how it's really on a daily basis. Second of all, what are the characteristics, the qualities, the degrees, the certification, all those things you need in order to actually pursue it and do it. And the third thing, do you even have it? If you don't have it, what it actually, how you actually need to acquire it. Or you need to go to the university, or you can just learn it online, or you can just do a certificate or whatever. Oh, what's up? Thank you so much. Most determined person I know. That's true. I appreciate it. But Rami, he is my, we met in high school, and he is achieved so much in his life so early. So same back at you, really. I'm so proud of you, and he's killing it. I hope you're doing well. I love that. It's like meeting my friends, like it's great. I need to do more of those lives. So as I said, research it. If you don't know what it takes, everything is out there. Nothing is hiding. You don't need to, enough that you put a post on Facebook and you have a bunch of different resources and people you can talk to and ask and research and Google, and everything is out and about. It's not what it used to be even 15 years ago, 10 years ago. I remember when I was looking up enrolling myself to school here, music school, because my dream was to be the best opera singer in the world. And here I decided that I'm gonna pursue it, and I found an amazing vocal coach that would help me with that. And let me tell you, it wasn't easy. I had to do an ACT. I had to go through TOEFL. I had to submit video auditions. I had to fly. And obviously it's money and time and all those things. While I was in the military service, there was a lot of bureaucracy in order to even be able to leave the country. So all those things didn't matter to me. All I saw is the fact that I want to be here. I want to pursue being the best opera singer I can be. And one thing led to the other, and that was the best decision I ever made. But it was definitely involved with a lot of research and a lot of preparation. I saved money. I really asked a lot of people. I did a lot of things in order for me to really reassess and making sure that I know exactly where I'm going towards to, and not just like throw myself in there and whatever happened. You want to be smart about it and prepare. Expect the best, but prepare for the worst type of thing. So that's the most important thing. So after you have all of that, here comes the big question. Whatever you have in your mind, the fantasy of what exactly you want to do, most of the time when you actually do it, it's not what you thought. Let me tell you, it's not what you thought, and that's okay. But the most important thing for you is to try. And I'm a firm believer in your 20s, even your teenage years, trying as many things as possible. Real time, we're talking real companies, real jobs. Go with being an intern, volunteer, be an assistant, go as a secretary, go to the lowest bottom of that certain company that is leading in that specific area that you're interested in. Whatever that is, you have to see it in order to know if that's for you. And that's going to be a journey, okay? And that's the beauty of realizing your dreams. It's not just this one thing we're fixing on it, and if it's not it, we failed. This is not how you should think about it. You should think about it as a journey that you try something, you see if it works for you, you're reassessing it, seeing, okay, what's the pros, what's the cons? Do I really see myself doing that? Do I enjoy the daily work of this particular area? And that's the question that I had for myself when I decided that I want to be an opera singer. And I saw that the reality of being an opera singer is not what I want for myself. And I had to be real. Although I spent all this money, although I went to all these coaches, although I spent a lot of time, a lot of energy. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't time wasted. Definitely not, because I am who I am to all this journey that I've been through. But I just had to, at a certain point, say to myself, okay, I did X amount of roles. I really have experience. I did all those things. But am I really happy? And the answer was no. The answer was no. I didn't see myself, living in Berlin or going for auditions and doing summer, programs. I just didn't want it anymore. It was something that I felt that wasn't for me anymore and had to be true to myself. And I'm one of those people that if I say something, I do it all the way. And I kind of felt bad because I was like, oh my God, what are my parents going to say? I left them. I'm a single child. I left my parents in Israel, came all the way here to pursue all those things. And then I'm going to say to them, listen, guys, I don't think it's for me. and they didn't take it well. But in the end of it all, they want the best for me. And that's the most important thing. Justin, when is your book coming out? It's funny you say that because I am thinking about it. It's definitely something in the works. That's another of my dreams, and why not? I will definitely do it at some point. It will come to me. You throw it out to the world, and the inspiration will come, and will come, and it comes. I already have an idea, but hopefully. I'll let you know, guys. That's for sure. But thank you. Appreciate it. So where were I? So you have to be real with yourself. And when you achieve that dream, it's also that question of, okay, am I really happy? And your happiness is the most important thing, because in the end of the day, it's not about the dream. It's not about the actual, getting on the Billboard chart or being like, earning a certain amount of money or whatever that is for you, that dream, or being famous. In the end of the day, it's how it makes you feel. That's it. It's a feeling. It's all we want is a certain feeling that we're going to get from that particular experience. And of course that you want all those things. But if you determine your happiness on external things like that, and on awards and money and all those physical things that are coming and going, you're putting yourself in a trap, because it's really about feeling good and be happy right now in the process while you do what you want to do. Okay. And that was a big shift for me. Okay. That was a huge shift for me. And when I understood that opera is not for me anymore, I kind of said to myself, okay, I love singing. I love opera. I do love singing opera. I just don't like the business side of it. I don't like the bureaucracy behind it. I don't like all those. I'm not going to go into it, but I just didn't like the actual daily life of an opera singer. So I had to make the rough decision and say to myself, okay, this is not for me. But I knew that I want to create a crossover act that I'll be able to sing in corporate events and, any galas, award shows, weddings, blah, 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 blah. And it's more, as a business, it makes much more sense. And not only that, I have the freedom to choose the repertoire and how I want to sing. Because when you sing an opera, by the way, you have to remember you're going to sing with a conductor. He's going to tell you exactly how he wants you to sing. What tempo, what height, where you should take your breath. Of course, it really depends on the conductor. Some of them are very cooperating. They say, okay, go ahead, take the lead. You take it to where you want to take it. Most of the time, they have a really clear vision of what they want you to do. And your job is to make it happen, right? And this perfection and I just didn't feel it was for me anymore. So this is the most important thing that I want to go across, that you have to ask yourself if you're really happy. And if you're not, pivot and ask yourself, okay, I have all those skills. What else? What's my alternative dream? What else can I do still in that same area, right? But what can I do that really matches my personality, my passion, what I really see myself doing on a daily basis, okay? Now, if you want to open a restaurant, Right now, it's really, really tough, right? A lot of restaurants are closing down. There's a lot of different things that are happening right now as we speak. They're really shifting the entire economy. So maybe you're not going to open a physical store. Maybe you can open an online store. Or you can find a partner that already has a restaurant and you can come up with a special dish. Or you can sell from doing catering online. Everything is very feasible, but you have to be real with yourself and really ask yourself, do you have the budget? Do you have the time to invest? And really, if not, can I bring a partner? Can I collaborate with somebody else? Can I work for somebody else while I'm pursuing that and knowing how much I do need to save up? So it's feasible. I can do it in like 2-3 years and I will do it at some point. But in the meantime, I'm learning from somebody else by working for somebody else. But at the same time, I'm saving this money. I'm learning as I go. And when the time is right, I'm going to do it. It's also an idea, right? There's a lot of different things you can do. But the most important thing, remember, it's not the thing. It's about feeling good right now, because in the end of the day, when we achieve a certain things, we're feeling good. So the most important thing is to remember that it's not it right there. You can feel good right now as you go, as you achieve more goals, as you go pursue and you grow and outgrow yourself, and you always keep developing and being the best version of yourself. That's my personal opinion, okay? So kind of going through my list. So let's do a quick recap, okay, of how we really can make the dreams a reality, okay? So first of all, we want to say it. We want to write it down. We want to really be specific of how, when, and what, and all those specific that we see it. Then we want to put out the characteristic, the experience, the degrees, everything that is needed in order for me to actually do it. Then we want to really ask ourselves, do we have those skills? What it takes to get those skills? How much it's going to take? How much it's going to cost? Then we want to really research it to the core and really ask ourselves the hard question: do we really want it? Do we really want to abuse ourselves towards it, or are we excited for it? And that's a completely different, separate thing. And don't beat yourself up if it's not for you. There's a lot of things you can do under the same umbrella, as I said, that are better fit for you. Some people are not meant to be entrepreneurs. A lot of them, actually. And that's okay. Not everybody knows how to be a good bookkeeper and salesperson and marketing person and actually be the talent. There's a lot of things involved in order to be a business owner. It's a completely different skill set. And you have to be real with yourself and ask yourself, am I really able to do all those things? And if not, can I outsource it? Can I hire somebody to do those jobs? And be realistic, do I have the budget? And if not, that's okay. It's okay. It doesn't have to be now and that's it. And you can quit your day job and run after your dreams. It's okay to pursue it slowly but steady and smart, than just throwing it out there and, fall on your head miserably and be just more and more upset that it just didn't happen. So this is for that. And listen, guys, every step along the way, all the things you really line up, all the steps that it takes in order for you to get where you want to get, schedule it. Put it on your calendar. Put timeline for them. Even if it's, it just is a research. Every good, life coach would tell you that when you schedule it, it's going to happen. And I know for myself, the things I schedule, that I put on my calendar, that I mark down a specific time, they're happening. Maybe there's some sort of change, but I feel more committed to achieve what I intended to achieve in that specific time than just like, oh, I have this idea and I'll do it whenever I want. And that's usually not what happens. So really scheduling, committing to it, it's the number one thing, right? But also be forgiving for yourself and not be so harsh on yourself. So it's always that balance that you always need to remember, that it's not a race. It's not like sprint where you have to achieve everything now, and going crazy. And remember, it's okay that it's a longer process. Nobody's waiting for you and telling you you're late. Nobody. The most important thing is it happens on your terms, and you are happy doing it as a journey and enjoying the journey more than you enjoying the actual outcome. That's the most important thing, because you're going to get a lot of no's, you're going to get a lot of rejections, you're going to get a lot of mistakes you're going to do, and you have to remember, you have to be good for yourself, you have to forgive yourself, you have to remember that you're doing the best you can, and you learn and you move forward, and don't take anything personal. Don't take any no as a personal thing. It's not you. Miss, if you can learn something from it, if you can be, take your ego aside and really ask the hard questions, say, okay, could I really do something better about it? Could I perform better? Could I ask better questions? All those things you thought you can do better. Yes, learn from it, but don't take it personal. Don't beat yourself down. Don't be hard on yourself. It's not going to move you nowhere. Just learn and move forward to the next thing. Now, after all the spiel, okay, I hope you guys liked it, but I have a little bit more of something to say. Another very important component of making your dreams come true is remember that the power is with your connections. Connections are everything, 100%. Connections are everything, and it's really who you know. It's not. It's really what's important in every field, in every industry. It's really who you know, and I really have to tell you, for those who don't know, I am a VP of Business Development in a contracting company, an electrical contracting company, and the most important thing that I learned that connections are everything. People are everything, because in the end of the day, we do business with people. We helping people, we serve people. It's not something you do in a thin air and on a vacuum. You really have to remember that the more you connect with people, the more you helping people. You are there for those people that are in front of you. The more you can know and expect that you'll be the first one in their heads when a real opportunity will pop up. And I cannot tell you how many times I got invitations for performances. I got so many different, opportunities out of connections, and not from a place of coming saying, oh my God, I want to be friends with you because you are this and this. No, because you really are a genuine person and you care about the people around you. And it has to be coming from a place of really genuine, like be a good person, and not because you need something from them, because people can feel it, and you don't want to be that kind of person. You really want to acquire yourself friends first and foremost, and be the person that you wanted people to be for you. So be the listener, be helpful, serve in any way you can, even if it's not in your area, whatever. Just be there, and let me tell you, karma is not a bitch. Karma is great. And it will definitely come back around, and you will see it multiplying. And it's amazing. It's always amazing. So remember, connections are everything. Your persistence is everything. Scheduling is everything. Researching is everything. Your attitude, your happiness while you pursue all those things is everything. And so much more, so much more. And there's no one way. There is so many different ways to get to where you want to be. And let me tell you, if it meant to happen, it will happen. And trust it will. And that's the last thing I want to say is trust. Trust it. Trust it will come. Trust that what you want, maybe it's not going to be in details exactly what you imagined, but you will get the feeling that you want to feel. You will be the person that you see yourself as. And that's pretty much it, guys. I don't know what else to say. But dreams are definitely meant to be come true. And don't limit yourself. Keep dreaming. Keep writing them down. Keep pursuing them. Keep asking yourself. Be true to yourself. Ask yourself if that's really what I want. It's one what I want. And be courageous enough. Because in the end of the day, it's your life. Nobody will live the life for you. You have to remember this is your life. This is your dreams. This is your canvas. This is your movie. And nobody can tell you what is good for you. Only you know what's good for you. And the more you're going to be listening to that voice, the better. So I'm going to leave this live session so you can look back and write some more notes. And I hope I helped you. I'm going to also upload it on my YouTube channel. So guys, if you're watching on my YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment your favorite tip and also your dreams. And actually, the more you say it out loud, it happens. It gives them more energy and more life. So don't be scared. Write it down. Declare it. You never know who's watching it, and maybe it'll be a dream come true. So guys, I love you so much. Have a great rest of your Monday and a great rest of your week wherever you're watching. And I'll see you in our next live. Bye.